Photo 16 of exhibit GG in brackets 1.
Yes, photo 16, my lord, also points the accused number 1 is still at the scene, is pointing at the crime scene. This is the crime scene.
And photo number 19 of exhibit GG1.
Photo number 19, my lord, is pointing, this is the evidence I refer to, is pointing, there's a main road and is pointing down, but if one looks at, and if you read this in conjunction with the pointing out comments, that's the situation, that is a spot which is situated or next to Basutuni Hostel.
I'm going to object. I'm going to object. Yes. And Brigadier GININDA is trying to come with his own analysis. The pointing out is a very specific thing. It's either you pointed a specific thing without there being, without the information that is being interpreted, which is being pointed out being interpreted. Now he is feeding this court what he thinks could have been pointed the day on which the alleged pointing out was made.
I was listening to him and I listened very carefully.
Yes.
He says, I know that spot. That's what he premised.
He is now talking about Basutu Hostel.
Yes, he says he knows that. Didn't you say that, sir?
I said exactly that.
He says, I know that spot.
I said exactly
that. That is where they say they left, and that is where they say they came back to.
My lord, he is saying, he's pointing at the tar road, and this tar road is at Basutu Hospital. We can drive now to check if. But what I'm saying, my lord, if it needs to be.
Mr. Minister,
yes, my lord.
You can argue that.
No, but my lord, this is not a point to be argued. It needs to be taken up now so that it needs to be corrected. Because the court will then later on come and say, but why didn't you raise your objection then? No, this is the reason why I'm raising this objection, man.
Under cross-examination, you can put it to the brigadier that you were wrong by this and this and this.
Am I therefore not allowed to object now?
You want to cross-examine him during the time when he's giving his testimony. I don't know that procedure. So you can keep that evidence if you say he's wrong or he's lying, to put it strongly.
Thank you,
and when you cross-examine him, you can point out how he's lying.
Thank you, Madam. But I think this served to check the minds of my colleague and myself as well. Thank you, Madam.
Okay, yes.
Please, I think Advocate Minister will be well advised to read Section 209 of the Criminal Procedure Act.
What does 209 say? Let's read it, because we forget these things.
The problem is that I don't even know where to start. So, by the way, I'm going to be doing these reviews of recaps of what happened in court. First day of court with Brigadier GININDA, Bongani Brigadier GININDA. And let me tell you something. I already have a headache, okay? I already have a headache. The man talks too much. The man over-explains. And he is definitely condescending. And it has a ring of, I almost have an LLB. He is literally sitting in that courtroom at par in his mind with Judge Rata, Baloyi, and the advocates, and he doesn't see himself as a witness. He doesn't see himself as a witness. He sees himself as part of the legal team. I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure if he's on the prosecutor side or if he thinks he's part of the judge, because I've never, the amount of arrogance that he displays, oh my goodness, the condescending nature is demonstrated so many times in this clip right here. And how he explains everything, it's either, oh yes, my lord, what I also forgot to mention. There's just a lot of that throughout the entire day. So it requires a lot of patience. So bear with me, okay? First of all, Judge Rata, Baloyi, and now GININDA, it's now like a tag team. They are like on condescending steroids, okay? And what else? My lord is intimidated by Braji. He is so intimidated, and not only is he intimidated, he is eating everything up that GININDA has to say like it is ice cream. Wow. And then we have our learned friend, prosecutor, advocate Baloyi. My goodness. So, somebody wrote a comment. Somebody wrote a comment, and I didn't want to have to repeat this, but it's appropriate here. Okay, the comment says, and it's not me. I'm reading a comment. The comment says, instead of Baloyi growing hair, he is going to grow horns out of that skull. Because, wow, this is incredible. What is going on in the courtroom is incredible. But Nisi stands up to object, and he is just sprayed down. And then Shalolo, okay? Shalolo, she stands up and says, not today. Not on my watch. This is not how this is going to go for the next 2 months or however long Brigadier GININDA is going to be in that witness box. And we need to remind him he is not an advocate. He is a witness from the South African Police Services. Let's listen in to how it goes.
Section 209 reads as follows. Conviction may follow on confession by the accused. An accused may be convicted of any offense on the single evidence of a confession by such accused that he committed the offense in question. And the following part is important. If such confession is confirmed in a material respect, or where the confession is not so confirmed, if the offense is proven by evidence other than such confession to have actually been committed. Now, my lord, you've been through a trial within a trial. The confessions have been allowed. At this point, what the investigating officer is trying to do is just to try and connect the dots to show that this spot that was pointed out by the accused accords with the objective evidence.
May I respond, my lord? Oh, I'm sorry, my colleague wants to object. Yes, but I'm also prepared to respond as well.
My lord, we're all aware of the provisions of Section 219, which the state has just read.
Exactly, Mshololo. We are all aware. How dare Baloyi be so condescending to say, let me read this again for my learned colleagues. And not only does he say that, he then gets to the part where he says, and this part is very important. We know the confessions were entered in, Baloyi. That is not the basis of Nisi Wemvula's objection. Stay focused, Baloyi, stay focused. Don't get distracted with the big words and wanting to drown us in the books. We are here, we are paying attention. You are lost.
The gist of the objection is not on the provisions, my lord, of Section 219. The gist of the objection is on the explanation that is given by the witness, wherein he says the picture depicted in photo so and so, wherein the accused is pointing, it means it's pointing, and it starts to give the explanation on the description to say it means the accused was pointing at this and this, my lord. So the objection is on that this witness cannot give explanation to say what was being pointed out or what was being shown, my lord, because pointing out will have notes to say on this position, when the accused pointed this is what was pointed out. It will be recorded there. It does not necessarily mean that the investigating officer has to come and explain to say what is it that was pointed out by the accused, which is not the correct information or evidence contained in that exhibit, my lord.
How do you assign that? You've got the right to cross-examine this witness until Mandela is risen from the dead. That's your right. But you can't stop a person giving evidence like he is evidence in chief and cross-examine him whilst he's doing that. You have every right to cross-examine him. You have every right to put your client's version there. You have every right to interrogate the photos and show him what you are saying. These photos don't show. Okay, you have that right. So
Yes,
please.
yes, I agree, my lord. We do have the right to cross-examination
Yes,
at
but-
a later stage.
But you can't stop him.
But also, my lord, as we are the defense representing the
Ms.
accused, my lord.
Cholo,
Yes,
I say
ma'am.
you can't do it
Yes.
at this stage.
Yes, my lord, I'm responding to that, my lord. I said, yes, my lord, we agree with the court that we do have a right to do cross-examination. However, if it appears from the defense that something wrong is happening in court when the evidence is led, we have a right to raise an objection, my lord. If the objection is overruled, there is no problem, we will proceed. But we do have a right to point it out to the court and to raise an objection on the unfairness that is happening in court when it appears to us, my lord. That's my submission.
Yes, okay.
If the objection is overruled, my lord, it should appear on the record that the objection was overruled, then we proceed, my lord. But it shouldn't be as if we left it and it was allowed to go through when we could see that it was wrong, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Who is that? Who is that? Somebody type umshololo in the comment section down below. And to my channel members, please drop that umshololo emoji. I am so proud of her. That has shown such growth, such maturity, and such emotional intelligence and control. Because we know umshololo, she sometimes tends to go really loud, but she controlled it and she said, yes, my lord, I am responding to that. And she continued with the grace, with the knowledge, and put the judge right back in his seat and told him, if we cannot keep allowing objections to happen, yes, because this has happened so many times, objections are abandoned in that courtroom, and then now they're on the record. Now, whatever the objection, it's not clear, is the judge allowing or unallowing? He always just kind of sits there and just does not do the referee part. So I absolutely love what Umshololo did here. Brilliant Umshololo. There we go. This case, one thing it's going to do, it is going to grow. Their experience is going to grow so much because they have so much practicing and consistency that they have to bring to the table. And yes, we are fed up of the objections that just get abandoned and no ruling is done. So well done, Umshololo. And she says, and we need the court to put it on record if he is overruling the objection. My lord, Zui. My lord said, Zui. Well done, Umshololo. Love it. Okay, let's get back into it.
Thank you, my lord.
So please, my lord, there's no unfairness as my colleague is arguing. A confession or pointing out on his own is cannot just stand on its own. It's got to be supported by objective facts, and the only way is if the investigating officers, a spot has been pointed out, that spot accords with my knowledge of the crime scene. That's how you add weight to the confession, because on its own, hence Section 209 says there has to be evidence aliunde or confirmation of the confession or the pointings out in a material respect. And that is what the investigating officer is indicating, to show that there's confirmation, there's corroboration. That's perfectly in order.
Yeah, but as you know, the defense has got the right to cross-examine.
Yes.
Am I correct, sir?
Indeed, my lord.
Yeah. And that right is immutable. I can't stop anybody wanting to cross-examine a witness who has made a certain observation which the defense disagrees with. And you can put it to Brigadier GININDA that he is wrong here, he's not stating the facts are this and that and that and that and that. Okay, let's proceed.
As a court, please, my lord.
My lord, I can...
I wanted to refer my colleagues to comment
Just
on
with the
it.
ruling that we can proceed. My colleague says he wants to refer us to something. Is that not an issue for argument as well? Mara? Because the manner in which he's doing it, we are going to request tomorrow when we come back that we should counter what he is trying to refer us to by also referring him to certain authorities as well. This is highly unprocedural. Otherwise, he's overruling the court when he says he wants to refer us to something when the court has said that we can proceed.
He wants to educate the court. You're trying to quote the case. We are thinking you wanted the case.
No, just wanted to buttress the point, but I'll leave it at that. You can proceed.
Yeah, he needs to be very specific, madam. If he wants to educate the court, he must state it that I want to educate the court. Because I am not interested in his education. I'm educated enough to be educated by him.
Because what? Umnisi Wemvula has entered the building and he has brought his LLB Ntontonis to the table. And he tells Baloyi, I am educated enough, okay? I don't need to be educated. While Baloyi is trying to educate the court. And of course, his learned colleagues. What did I say about this courtroom? It is going to turn into the battle of the educatedness of the educated and Ntontonis. This is what is going to consistently keep coming up and rearing its ugly head because it's condensationoverload.com from every angle. The defense, though, is doing a fabulous job, a phenomenal job of not letting the condescending nature to keep rising. And they are calling it out, and they are stopping it, and they are holding it by the by the horns and saying, not today, okay? And not today. And I really want to finish this saying, but I don't want to be misquoted. Okay, they're just saying not today, okay? If you know the end of the saying, type it in the comment section down below. But Baloyi, guess what? The condescending doesn't stop there. There is more. There is more on this education topic because, wow, how can Baloyi stand up to overrule the court so he can educate his colleagues? What is this? LLB 101? Wow. Let's keep going. It's like someone is trying to impress someone. Is Baloyi trying to impress GININDA? Who is GININDA, guys? We've never seen Baloyi like this. Never.
Yes, we can proceed, Brigadier GININDA. You were at photo number 19.
Yes, my lord. But my lord, can I just say the following? And because I've said it in my evidence, and I think I dealt with it during the cross-examination on the main trial, on the trial within trial. Photos, as much as they can tell thousands ways, they don't speak. When these confessions was taken, the confessions, the written one, and the photos, I needed to corroborate what was said. That's how you make sense of the confession. You can't take it on the face value and say, this person has said this, it's written there, it's the gospel truth. You must corroborate it. Corroboration means there's a suspect or an accused pointing a scene. Where is this place he's pointing? When I said I know this place, my lord, it's because I had to go to these places and corroborate. Where was the car stationed? Where was he placing? Is the place he is pointing collaborates with what we have in evidence? That's how you build a case. Mr. Mnisi was a prosecutor for the state. He ought to know that. Secondly, my lord, page photo 21. On exhibit GG1, photo 21, you can see clearly the hostel behind. The car that was driving the accused, that is accused number 1, is depicted there. Behind it in photo 21, you can see the building of the hostel. So it will not then make sense, my lord, to say, and this is a process I had to embark on to corroborate what was contained in his statement, as well as the statement of accused number 2. And furthermore, my lord, that did indicate that I was looking at this photo album in relation to the notes that were made by the pointing out officer. And I think that deals with what Mr. Mchololo was saying, my lord, that it's not like I was just looking at a document interpreting it in my own way. I wanted to see if it can be corroborated or not, because that's how investigations are done, my lord. And lastly, my lord, that I've said, I know this place, I stand by that, I definitely know it, and if that is in dispute, we can do the inspection in local. So they can come, we can go to this place, my lord. That's
Are
all,
you
my
done
lord.
with the inspection on photos 19
Yes.
and 20?
Yes, 19, 20, as well as 21, my lord, because photo 21 shows the hostel. You can actually see the buildings clearly of photo 21.
Thank you. We can go back to your evidence.
Yes, my lord.
So what happened after the pointings, after receiving the pointings out form as well as the photo album?
So, my lord, as I said, I looked at the collaboration, which I've just indicated that I found. They were obviously then filed in the docket, and then we carried on with the investigation, my lord.
It's good. Please, I just want to draw your attention to Exhibit FF. That is the confession in the name of accused number 1, Mzika Kulela Stemba Sibiya.
Yes, my lord. You want to refer?
Malat, we're about to start a new topic. I wonder if it will not be an appropriate time to adjourn. It's 13 minutes past 3.
How much?
13 minutes past 3.
Okay. Application for an adjournment. No objection. No objection. All right. So, are you available tomorrow?
I am, my lord.
10 o'clock again.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. 10 o'clock tomorrow.
And there you have it. Our guest of honor, GININDA, Brigadier Bongani GININDA, has put it to Umnisi that I know what I'm talking about, okay? We can go do the inspection in loco, okay? And Mr. Umnisi can come. What is this? Is this a witness? Is a witness commanding from the witness box, or has he descended into the bar? Is he now the new prosecutor? Baloyi, if I was you, I would watch out because your job is on the line. Brigadier GININDA is coming for you, and he's coming for everything because now he's going to be armed with the LLB, okay? And then he's going to have the dun-dunnies from the police. Now that is some Marvel character right there. That's a superpower. He's coming through with the superpower, and he is not here to play. The criminal system is in trouble. The witnesses are in trouble. Most importantly, the accused are in trouble. When you see GININDA from now on, run, because he's coming for you. And that is it from me today. Let me end this video here. You know I've got many videos. You know the closings. You know the house rules. Do the things, okay? Catch you on my next upload. Thanks so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And absolutely share this video with the last 3 people you chatted with on WhatsApp. If you've watched all the ads, you absolutely have my heart. You're my VIP gang. And to become a channel member, okay, to have exclusive access to our defense team emojis plus is definitely by hitting that join button, okay? And I promise not to rob you. It is absolutely affordable. And there's going to be some extra content that I'm going to be doing today. So please make sure your notification bell is turned on. If you're watching us from outside the club, please consider subscribing so that you also get the notifications on my next upload. To all the sweet, beautiful messages I get, comments, okay? I see your comments. I love them. Thank you for encouraging me. Some people say they cannot sleep without an upload. Some people say they're addicted to my voice. Oh my God. Should I start singing happy birthday on your birthdays? Should I make that a membership benefit? Let me know in the comment section down below. To my shy gang, you too count on this channel. Make sure you drop a soccer emoji in the comment section down below, as we're here together, gathered for justice for SENZO MEYIWA. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload.